After earning the Miss Florida crown in 2006, Allison Walsh's experience in the community took off. Today, she's a speaker, businesswoman, and author. Her passion, helping women succeed.
Her new book, She Believed She Could, was just released this week. We are so excited to have Allison join us today. Good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to be here.
Yeah, and we were just talking before we went on. I was trying to remember. So you and I met 20 years ago at the Miss Seminole County pageant.
Yes, we did. You were one of my judges.
Yes, you've done a few things since then.
Just a few. Been a little busy.
Yeah, so tell us about your background. You won Miss Florida in 2006. You've just done so many things.
I had an incredible year as Miss Florida, and my platform was eating disorder awareness and prevention, and that was really a huge jumping off ground for me as far as being able to do a lot of work in the advocacy arena. I then spent the last decade and a half working in the behavioral healthcare space, helping other people along their journey, which has been so fulfilling. But then, I've also had my own coaching and consulting company. I love pouring into women and helping them really optimize their own potential.
And what excites you about your book? You've been working on this as a passion project. Yes. So tell us more about your book and, how this will help women. It's called She Believed She Could.
Mm-hmm. Well, I really wanted to focus on putting all of the lessons learned the hard way into a book to help other women navigate. So maybe it's not as hard for them, but it is packed full of resources to help you really be your most successful version of yourself. And that was really important to me, to give you practical tools that you can lean on. And my hope is that this book is marked up, earmarked, written in, because there's so many things that you can take and apply to your life now.
And I downloaded it last night, and I didn't get very far, but I was skimming through, and one thing that I noticed you said that you wished you had had a book like this 20 years ago. So I know so many people think, oh, I wish I had these resources, but actually to take it and it's sitting here, right here, you can hold it in your hands, and you wrote it in 3 months.
I did.
How was that process?
I did. It was incredible. So, when I got the book deal, it was really important for me to have tremendous clarity so that when I sat down to write, that I could actually get it done. Sometimes when you've got a lot of words in your head, it's hard to put them on paper.
Yes.
So I actually worked with a great book coach that helped me outline the chapters. And then I wrote down my writing schedule. And so I did 1,000 words a day. It took me 3 months to write. A lot of it was written before the sun came up or in the back corner of the dance studio while my girls were practicing. And it's just so filled with love and hope for women to be able to really accomplish their dreams.
And I like how you talk about, the balancing act. And so we say there's a book in everyone.
Yes.
And so at this particular stage in your life, you have that wisdom, you're compiling it into a book. So what do you encourage young women with when it comes to that balancing act and just trying to navigate things? Because it's just evolved even from your journey in womanhood.
Absolutely.
The stages and the expectations, societal norms, all of that.
It really has. The focus really is to prioritize yourself and your dreams. I think it's so easy to co-sign on complacency or what other people think or what you think you should do. And this book is really about identifying your purpose, creating the roadmap for your own life, your career, what you really want, and then about taking the steps to make them happen. And so that was really important. And I actually went through a major transformation writing the book. I had always heard that it was a therapeutic experience, but I had my own awakening, even putting these words on paper. It was one of those look in the mirror moments where I had to really check in with myself and say, am I actually living my own advice? And at that moment, I wasn't.
Wow.
And I actually left my career that I was a part of for almost 10 years during the process. And I walk readers through just doing a real check-in with yourself.
Yeah. What is it that you say? Is it that you can have everything but not all at the same time? Or what is your mantra on that?
I totally agree with that. You can absolutely have it all, but you need to prioritize what's most important right now and go all in. I think a lot of the times I see people dilute their focus and then they dilute their results. I'd much rather see you prioritize, pick what it is that you want to accomplish, create the plan, and go for it.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm so excited to get further into your book. Where can people get it who are interested?
Yes, absolutely. You can go to shebelievedbook.com or any of your local retailers or Amazon, and all proceeds go back to the She Believed She Could Foundation.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so
nice
much.
to catch up.
Oh, it's wonderful.